What's going on, guys? It's Manny here, back with another Marvel Rivals update. Today, we've got some massive news, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. We're talking about a game-breaking exploit that lets Jeff and Doctor Strange trap enemies outside the map, basically ruining matches. Plus, we finally have confirmation on the MCU Moon Knight skin, a legendary Black Panther skin, and even a leak about upcoming manga-inspired skins for some of your favorite heroes. And if that wasn't enough, we've got a new esports champion, crowned at the Marvel Rivals Invitational, and a community demand that could shake up the way Vanguards are played. Alright, starting off, let's talk about this wild exploit that's been discovered. If you've been playing Marvel Rivals recently, you may have heard some players complaining about getting trapped and never escaping. Well, it turns out that Doctor Strange and Jeff can use their abilities to literally lock enemy players outside the playable area of the map, making it impossible to escape. Here's how it works. Doctor Strange sets up his portal from the spawn area, then places the exit portal at a very specific point on one of two maps, Symbiotic Surface or Shin Shibuya. Meanwhile, Jeff activates his ultimate and swallows up multiple enemies. Then Jeff moves toward the portal entry that Strange left near spawn and spits the enemies into the portal. The enemies get teleported into a completely sealed off area of the map, where there's no way out. To make things worse, Doctor Strange then swaps to another hero, which removes the portal entirely, trapping the enemies in a literal prison with no escape. Now, here's where it gets even more frustrating. In Marvel Rivals, there's no friendly fire or self-damage, so you can't even eliminate yourself to respawn. The only way to escape is to quit the game completely, which, let's be real, means you lose the match automatically. For now, the only counter is to disconnect and restart your game, but that could mean the enemy team has already built a huge lead before you get back. This is probably one of the most broken exploits we've seen in Marvel Rivals, and so far NetEase hasn't patched it yet. However, given how fast they fixed the Penny Parker mines bug, it's likely this gets addressed soon. Next up, we're finally getting MCU Moon Knight in the game, and he's arriving March 27th, 2025 at 7 p.m. PDT alongside an incredible Black Panther skin called Thrice Cursed King. Now, if you've watched the Moon Knight Disney Plus series, you know this skin is going to look absolutely fire. Marvel Rivals has a history of adapting popular MCU designs, and this is another step in that direction. There's a chance the skin comes with special effects, making it stand out in battle. Next up is Black Panther, Thrice Cursed King. Unlike Moon Knight, this skin is not from the MCU, but it does take inspiration from the 2024 Blood Hunt comics. It gives a vampire-like aesthetic, which fits perfectly with the Eternal Night Falls theme of Season 1. Both skins are expected to be premium tier, possibly legendary, so if you're planning to grab them, start saving those units now. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the Marvel Rivals Invitational 2025. North America. This was a highly competitive event, featuring some of the biggest teams in the game, including Shroud's team, Shroud X, Sentinels, FlyQuest, and of course, 100 Thieves. In the grand finals, we saw an absolute banger of a match between 100 Thieves and FlyQuest. Here's the final breakdown. 100 Thieves won in most of the maps and got the victory over FlyQuest. Additionally, not only did 100 Thieves win, but they also remained undefeated throughout the tournament. They took home a grand prize of $40,000, while FlyQuest bagged $20,000. In third place, it was Sentinels who got $12,000, while fourth place was Envy with $8,000. And the fifth and sixth place went to Shikigami and NTMR, who took home $6,000 each. And finally, the last place was Shroud X and Rad Esports, who got $4,000 each. It was a massive event, with viewership peaking at around 8,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch. If you missed it, don't worry. The next big event, Marvel Rivals Championship Season 1, is coming up soon with a $14,500 prize pool across Asia, China, Europe, and North America. If you love collecting skins, you're going to love this. A recent leak revealed that Marvel Rivals is working on a manga-themed skin collection in collaboration with legendary artist Peach Momoko. The skins will be based on characters from the upcoming Marvel Rivals Ignite #1 comic and will feature Luna Snow, Punisher, Hela, Spider-Man, and Penny Parker. Although there is no confirmed release date for these comics-based skins in Marvel Rivals, the comic will explore a time-traveling adventure through Japan with stories by Japanese artists Yuji Kaku, Mitsuyasu Sakai, and Ryusei Yamada. Each story will feature a different artist's style, with black and white interiors accented by a single offset color unique to each chapter. This is not the first time Peach Momoko has collaborated with Marvel. Her interpretation of Psylocke serves as the main version of the character in Marvel Rivals, and she is currently the writer and artist of Ultimate X-Men. Lastly, let's talk about something that's been gaining a lot of traction in the Marvel Rivals community, a feature request from Vanguard players that could completely change the way the game is played. If you've played a Vanguard hero in Marvel Rivals, you already know that their role is one of the most crucial yet challenging in the game. These are the ones who push objectives, soak up damage, and create space for their team. They're literally the backbone of any successful match. Because Vanguards are expected to hold the line while the team fights behind them, they often find themselves charging forward, shielding allies and absorbing attacks, but with no easy way to check what's happening behind them. This brings us to a recent discussion on Reddit, where user ADHD4K posted an idea that's gaining serious momentum: a rear-view camera feature for Vanguards. The idea is simple but game-changing. Instead of having to fully turn around every time they need to check on their teammates, Vanguards should have a secondary camera option, a small rear-view window somewhere on the screen that lets them see what's happening behind them in real time. Now, some people found this suggestion hilarious. One player even posted an edit of Magneto with rear-view mirrors attached to his helmet. But despite the memes, the majority of the community agrees that this is a feature that could make a huge difference. The Reddit post has blown up with responses, and opinions are mixed. Some players absolutely love the idea, while others are worried that it might make tanks too powerful. One user commented, "As a Vanguard main, I can't tell you how many times I've died because I didn't realize my entire team had fallen back." A rear-view cam would be a lifesaver. Another player argued, "This would completely break Vanguards. Tanks are already hard to kill and now they'd have full vision?" A console player responded, "This isn't even about balance, it's about control. Console players struggle to track enemies compared to PC players. This would help a lot." So the debate is definitely heated, but one thing is clear. A lot of players want NetEase to at least consider adding some kind of rear-view mechanic for Vanguards. So what do you guys think? Should NetEase add a rear-view camera for Vanguards? Would it fix the awareness issue or make tanks too strong? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more Marvel Rivals updates. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.